Hello, my name is Ira, and, well, I want to talk a little bit about understanding yourself. So, let me paint the picture by telling a little bit of my own story. So, looking back, I can notice that I started having trans-related thoughts, like back when I was 12. And by expanding the definitions a little bit, I can see traces of it way back a long time before then, even. So basically, I've had trans feelings for a long, long time. But for me, it took a while to really recognize it. In fact, I did not actually realize that I was trans. I did not finally put a name to it, connect all the dots until I was in college. I don't remember which year it was, but I was in college before finally realizing that I'm trans. Like, how was I able to go so long without realizing it? And that is a bit of what I'd like to try and talk about. You see, before I really had a name for it, before I had connected all the dots, I wanted to be a girl. I wanted to be feminine. But I couldn't even put very many words to it. Like, there are a lot of things that just the way I was raised, the way I grew up, they felt wrong. Or they were wrong. Like, there are certain things that it was almost taboo to be. One of those is trans. Growing up, I was always told about all of how transgender individuals and transgender people are a menace to society and don't make any sense. So, growing up, I couldn't be trans because trans people are wrong and bad, and I'm not bad, so I couldn't be trans. I know, amazing logic. Well, if that is how I was raised, then that means that chances are I am not the only person who was raised like that. Who either didn't understand or recognize that they were trans until later, or who haven't even recognized it yet. So, I just want to be a voice out there that says, it's not bad to be trans. I mean, think about it for a bit. Am I doing something bad for people? Am I hurting people? Does my existence harm or do harm? I hope the answer to all of these questions is no. At least, that's how I see it. But being trans is just a gender thing. It's not a choice that I made. I didn't choose to be trans. I didn't choose to be like this. If I did, then things would be different, but I chose to be trans just as much as I chose to be a citizen of the United States, just as much as I chose to be my nationality or my religion. So many things are just how it is. Luck of the draw. Roll the dice, and you rolled a natural 20. Or, for some of us, it feels like a natural 1. But that doesn't make us wrong. That doesn't make us evil. I mean, if something that I didn't have any input on or choose to do makes me evil, then, well, that's a bit of an interesting thought. I mean, there are truly evil people. And I won't say that there are not bad transgender individuals. We're still people. We're still human. Even if it's easy to ignore that. Some of us make mistakes, but most of us are good people, trying to do good. So, as a short sub recap, being trans is not bad. It really isn't. Let me tell you a little bit more about my story. It took a long time for me to realize that I was trans. Like, in college. But when I finally was able to put a name to it, when it finally connected, then I was able to understand myself. I understood what happened to me, what I was, who I was. No, I didn't have the answers. I still don't have all the answers. I still don't have most of the answers. And I made that realization years ago. But when you understand more about yourself, then a lot of that shame of what you are, of who you are, fades. Because suddenly I'm not one broken, fractured individual who wants to be a girl. I'm a member of a group, one of many. I'm not alone. Whether I want to believe that I'm right or wrong, broken or whole, fractured or missing pieces, I am not alone. And not being alone is really, really, really important, in case you just so happens to be wondering. When I finally realized that I wasn't cis, it didn't make it easier, but I was finally able to accept myself, because it's like somehow, because there are others like me, it gave me permission to be me. It gave me permission to exist, to continue. And, well, I am insanely grateful that I was able to make that realization. And it's funny, I can even look back in my journal. In my journal, I was so ashamed of what I was. I wrote for a couple of pages at least, just begging the reader, do not hate me. Please do not judge me for what I am. But I can't lie. I won't lie. At least to one person. No, I accept myself a tad bit better, but accepting yourself is so, so important. So yeah, I just wanted to say those couple of things because, well, they're important. I hope you have a great day. See you. Bye.